This episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast is brought to you by Thrive Fantasy. What's Thrive Fantasy, you ask? Let me tell you. Thrive Fantasy is a daily fantasy sports and esports app that eliminates the countless hours of research usually involved with fantasy sports and focuses only on the top-tier athletes like myself that have the biggest impact on the game. All you have to do is choose 5 out of the 10 available player props or 10 out of 20 if you're playing an NFL game to build your lineup. Each prop is assigned a fantasy value for both the over and the under based on how likely it is to hit the most props, rack up the most points, and win a share of your prize pool. It's just that simple. Thrive has awarded over 1.5 million with an M dollars in cash prizes to date. I'm going to go ahead and say it's closer to 5 at this point because we've been partnered with them for a little bit. So to start racking up that dough, use promo code WGG when you sign up today, and you'll receive an instant $50 on your match of a deposit of $50 or more. You put in $50, we give you $50. It's just that simple. So get started today using promo code WGG via the Thrive Fantasy app on the App Store or Google Play Store, or by visiting their website at thrivefantasy.com. Once again, promo code WGG. Go download the app and prop up with us today. Without further ado, enjoy episode 216 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. What is up, gamers? We have a very special episode for you this week. There's a lot going on. A lot of crazy shit going on. A lot of crazy shit going on literally right now in video games. But before we get into all of that, before we get in deep into episode 216 of Not Another Gaming Podcast, let me introduce my beautiful co-hosts. Chris, Dom, how are you guys doing today?
Bob, I'm so happy you asked how I was doing, but like more than anything, I'm curious to how you're doing. You look phenomenal tonight. Like I'm not, but if I was, I totally would.
I got a good amount of sleep last night. I'll be fair.
Did you? How'd you cook? You cook your chicken good?
Dude, I don't know. Honestly, I don't fucking know. I'm pretty sure I'm just eating all of my chicken half cooked at this point, and we're just gonna see what happens. I'm not sure.
I mean, everyone knows chicken's better cooked medium rare. That's how I get mine. But I'm doing good. It's your boy Chris P. Happy to be here. Let me bring that back real quick. Chris P. Can't even say my own name. Chris P. The tallest and the lankiest. I'm glad to be here with my best friends. You handsome studs.
Oh,
Dom, how you doing? How you doing, King, my guy? How you doing? How you doing?
Hey, somebody put a couple of extra pistachios in this guy's mozzarella this week, huh? So I'm doing great. It has been a week. It has been a day, and just like I said earlier today, it has been a day, and I could use a couple laughs, could use some smiles, could use some typical degenerate journalism, with my fellow internet dad. So I am ready to just kick off this latest episode of the greatest podcast on God's green earth with my pals. So looking forward to it.
Hell yeah, Dom. How's life with the pup? You exhausted?
It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. Miller is doing really well. He is sleeping through the night already, which is awesome because I did not expect that at all. I didn't really expect him to like get used to his crate and his like bedtime routine as much as he did, but it's been pretty good. We wake up kind of early anyway, so he usually gets us up like once during the night, which is great. I would rather him do that than shit in his crate. And then he goes right back to bed and he gets up at like 7. So that's pretty good because that's usually what time we wake up anyway. So
that's better sleep than I get.
I mean, yeah, he's good. He snores like a motherfucker. But he snores like crazy. It's actually wicked funny. It's the cutest thing, but yeah, he's doing good. He's upstairs snoozing right now, or else I'd bring him down. I don't want to disturb his beauty rest. Not that he needs it, because he is just the most beautiful creature I've ever laid eyes on, aside from you guys. So,
wow, nice. How to bring that full circle. Love that.
My heart is full. Thank you so much. Why don't we get into a little weekend recap, huh?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So, I don't remember what the fuck I genuinely, I have no idea what I did this weekend. Time doesn't exist for me anymore. I don't know. I wake up. If I have to work, I work. If I don't have to work, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck's happening at any given time. What am I supposed to do with my hands? I don't fucking know. I have no idea. What the fuck? Oh, I did get forced by my girlfriend to watch a bunch of anime this weekend.
The nerve on her, huh?
Right. That's what I'm fucking saying. I want nothing to do with that. Okay. I'm not a fucking weeb. I don't watch anime. I don't even like cartoons. I like raw, gritty crime dramas. Okay. That's what I like to watch. Not fucking cute little uwu shit anime. I don't like that. But she did convince me to watch the whole third season of Attack on Titan, and then a couple of all of the episodes for season 4. She got into Demon Slayer, which, gross. Who even gets Demon Slayer tattoos on their body? Not me. Couldn't be me. But yeah, other than that, I've been playing Valorant, which is such an exhausting fucking game at this point. A little bit of Counter-Strike. I edited a shit ton of videos. I've been editing videos all fucking week, honestly. But that's basically it. I haven't really been doing all that much outside of playing a couple games of Valorant. Oh, I finally beat Doom Eternal.
Nice.
I'm going to start working through the backlog. And then I decided to challenge myself this weekend with a quote-unquote difficult puzzle game that I never played before. First time playthrough. You can't say blind playthrough anymore because people get upset. But it was a first time playthrough, right? Finish it in 2 hours and about 20 minutes. And I think I might have set a world record. I think I unanimously set a world record.
That game looked, so I watched you for a little bit. That game looked extremely well done. It looked really cool.
It looked great for like a 2011. It was called The Room. Oh, hi, Mark. But it was like a beautiful, very simple game that was supposed to be like a very challenging puzzle game. But I didn't think it was that challenging. I fucking breezed right through it, dude. I thought it was pretty fucking easy for a quote unquote challenging puzzle game. But we're going through the backlog, and I'm going to be implementing more of these quote unquote challenging puzzle games. And I think it's going to make for some decent content.
I like the name Backlog Bobby for the content.
Backlog Bobby, and then Breaking Bert is going to be when people in our community give me difficult games to play on stream, we're going to be calling it Breaking Bert. And then when I go through my backlog, it's Backlog Bobby.
Or when you start a band, it could be Breaking Birchaman.
Yeah, Breaking Birchaman.
Wouldn't be bad.
I can't think of any others.
No, that's all I got for now. I'll let you know more come to me. My weekend was all right. Laid low. Got some grub. Watched some football. We had football on both days. Won some money. Lost some money. Played some video games. Followed the news. I'm addicted to this news shit. I literally, like, my phone's been glued to my hand. There's been so much good shit going on, too. Like, as Bob said at the beginning, as we're recording this now, there's a big cheating allegation going on in Warzone and a $250,000 tournament. And there's multiple people. And this comes only a day or two. Was that yesterday with Tommy? A day or two previously, 100 Thieves Tommy ended up exposing a cheetah live on stream. So the whole Warzone world is in shambles right now. And I'm here for every second of it because baby doesn't get the clicks. And like, I get off on a few things in this world, a nice cold beer, maybe some nice like street meat after a nice night out at the bar, and then street meat. Yeah, you're telling me street meat isn't elite when you're leaving like Faneuil Hall and you see like the sausage guy on the side of the road? You're
saying you're late night, you're eating elite street meat?
Anything tastes elite at that point. I mean, you could put peppers and onions on a pile of dog dung and I would inhale the thing. But yeah, street meat and then like gaming and esports was on more than anything. Shit's always happening. But that was my weekend. It's kind of weird, like these weeks going by. You don't really do a whole lot, especially like working from home majority of the time. And it's exhausting. Like I want to go out and do shit, but I feel like that's something we've been saying forever. But with due time, my friend, with due time, haven't been playing much of anything besides Warzone. And I cannot stand it. But that's what my friends are playing. I like having a good time with the pals. Picked up my Nintendo Switch today. I'm going to buy a couple games on there. Forgot that I even had it. It's been like buried behind a diffuser that I don't use either. But I'm going to start getting some shit on there. Dom, my friend, how was your weekend?
Hey, it's me, your pal Dom. I had a great weekend because there is now a puppy in my house. So It's just great. We took him for his first walk, which was great. He did an awesome job at that, just like to the top of the street and back, because puppy paws are sensitive. We don't want to overexert him. We also, apparently I sound far away, so we're just going to do this. And how's that? Hopefully that's better. We took him for his first walk. That was great. I saw that Star Wars Battlefront 2 is free on Epic, so I downloaded that because Star Wars Battlefront 2 fucking rules. And I played a couple games with Kung Fu Ken and my good pal Jack. And that was great because that game is fucking fantastic. And I don't know if it's still free on Epic, but even if it's not, you should pay money for it because the Celebration Edition comes with all the fucking skins and emotes and voice lines and shit all pre-unlocked, which is amazing. So if you want to feel like you just took a big ass bucket of Star Wars toys and just dumped them out on the living room floor and smashed them together for 2 hours, then get the game. It's fantastic. Also, played a little World of Warcraft and finally beat all the bosses in the Castle Nathria raid, which is great. I've been waiting to get that achievement, and I did it. So that felt good. I've been like in a love-hate relationship with that game lately, just because I'm in the end game, and you know it is a grind, but it does have its rewarding moments, and this weekend had one of them. And yeah, so that was pretty much it. Puppy, video games. Surely there must have been something else, but for now, we'll just leave it there. And it was good. It was good. I'm looking forward to doing it again this weekend.
Well, I'm glad everybody had wonderful weekends. And, I think we could start our wonderful weekends, before we start our wonderful weekends coming up. Jess redeemed Chris's spelling bee. So, yeah, prep yourself.
Oh.
Prep yourself, Chris. And we have, I asked for 3 words. You got to get 2 out of the 3 to win.
All right, the rules are changing. It used to be 1.
Fucking deal with it. So, here is your first word, Chris. Bourgeois.
Oh, fuck, man.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, say it one more time.
Bourgeois.
Ooh, I heard an R in there that time. Bourgeois.
Isn't it just pronounced
Yeah,
bourgeois?
Jess said show hands at all times.
Bourgeois. Bourgeois.
Yeah, bourgeois.
Bourgeois. Burjua.
Next word. Next word, Chris. I will give you the results at the end, okay?
I'm assuming I got the first one wrong. Let's continue this.
Next word, Chris. Handkerchief.
Hankerchief.
All right, third word, Chris. Third word, pterodactyl.
No.
Pterodactyl.
Chris is like petrified of this one as though he didn't fucking butcher the first 2 already.
Well, who knows? Who knows? Who's to say? Maybe he got them right. We'll find out at the end of this segment of the podcast.
Pterodactyl. I'm going to spell like such a fucking moron. I already know it. Tera.
All right, we'll stop you there, Chris. You were wrong on all of them. On to the show. Good job, Chris. Glad.
Pterodactyls and TER?
I don't even want to get into this right now because I don't want you to hurt yourself. I don't want you to have an aneurysm trying to think your way through these.
Oh, man. Tough start. Down bad.
You were off on every single one of them. Good job.
Can't win them all.
So we might as well get into the first topic for episode 216 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Dom, you wanted to talk about some game modes that could potentially be an esport.
Hey, yeah, you know what? I do want to talk about that because the reason why I want to talk about that is because one of my favorite games, World of Warcraft, is going to have its Mythic Dungeon International competition this weekend. And the prize pool is over $250,000, which is pretty fucking wild because for those of you who don't know, the MDI isn't PvP, really. It's a like player versus environment PvE competition where multiple teams basically are speed running a dungeon with a set of a significantly tuned up difficulty to see who can do it faster. There's a lot of different challenges and stuff that are kind of weaved into it, and it really turned into probably the most exciting esports component for World of Warcraft. Even though there are built-in PvP modes, there's arena, there are battlegrounds, things of that nature. Arena is, I guess, still the premier PvP mode for WoW, but the MDI is vastly more exciting and more engaging because it just is. I don't know. I mean, I just fucking love it. So that is one of those things that I don't think a whole lot of people probably would have seen coming, like people doing competitive dungeon instances and really calling it an esport. However, there are probably lots of other game modes out there that could make an awesome esport or an awesome competitive like a competitive stream that people would watch. So I wanted to turn it over to you guys and see if there were any other game modes that you might not think would make a great esport right off the bat, but has potential to. Or conventional wisdom wouldn't say this is a great esport, but you think it could be one.
Yeah, I don't have a specific game mode, but something I've been getting into more frequently is speedrunning. And I think that to a lot of people speed running games is like a foreign thing where they learn these game breaking things within the game and they're able to get these crazy records because of that. Like I just watch someone on Rainbow Road beat it in under fucking 10 seconds, or go around the track in under 10 seconds because they're able to do this thing where they go off the track and loop around and fall from the sky. It's amazing. I would like to see more of an uptick in people following speedruns. I think there's something so cool about it that to the naked eye, when you're watching people do it, you're like, what the hell are these people doing? But there's so much repetition and practicing and research that goes into people being able to actually speed run these games. And I think when you get the normal games out of your head, like the Mario Kart and shit like that, where it's records for laps, or all the Nintendo games that people speed run, I think there's the ability to speedrun a lot of single player games that already exist. And I know it'll go against the grain where people say that if you're playing a single player game, you want to kind of absorb the whole storyline and all that good stuff. But I think after you enjoy the game, there should be some sort of competition for speedrunning pretty much every game. I think that'd be really cool. I know a lot of people do Dark Souls no hit, or they can't get hit once, or it's over. There's shit like that can be implemented into so many games. And I think it's only a matter of time because everyone wants to set a record for everything. Everyone wants to say, I hold the world record in blah, blah, blah. Just like me, I have the world record in spelling the most words incorrectly in a row, probably. But you get kind of off.
We could test that out at any given point, Chris.
If you, no lie, if you gave me 100 words, I would probably spell 90 wrong. I am the worst speller of all time. And I wear that. I get it. I am the type of person, I deliberately spell words wrong so autocorrect can pick it up so I can spell it right. Because I don't trust myself. I write out words that I say all the time. I can still barely spell definitely without autocorrect. It's just how things go. My answer for that is I want to see the speedrun community kind of tick up a little bit and try to bring a bunch of these big name games into it.
So you know how I attempted world first on several zombies maps?
Yes.
And how I just got approved for February 4th and 5th off. So I'm going to be again attempting for world first on Firebase Z with Chris and whomever else may be joining us. I played through the room for the first time and I breezed through it. I thought it was relatively easy. I got hung up on maybe 2 parts of it, but I would like to see the creators of that franchise release smaller, shorter one, potentially shorter chapters. Instead of having 5 chapters, it's just 1 chapter of a significantly more difficult puzzle, and you release it to a group of streamers or whatnot, or people that make puzzle game content, or people that make puzzle content on YouTube and shit like that. Release it to them. Get me involved. I want to be involved in this shit. I want to do that. I want to try to fucking world first through some of those puzzles.
I think that'd be really cool. Like you said, there are people that have like there's one dude, I think his name's like Chris Ramsey or something like that. He's a YouTuber and he does magic and like all these puzzles and shit. I think that's actually very interesting because one, it could be interactive, but like two, you probably can't look at the chat during it because it'll go against the rules. But I would love to watch shit like that because you don't know.
I want in. I want in on that. I want to do it. I want them to release a single chapter to a select few people. I want to be involved and I want to fucking world first that shit. Also, I want to see not speed runs, but competitive like Phasmophobia. Like put points behind that system where like if someone on your team dies, you get docked a certain amount of points. If you figure out what the ghost is within like 50 seconds or something, you get X amount of points. Shit like that. That's what I want.
So we just had a couple of major redemptions for channel points, which are now called WGG Booze Bucks, which because I didn't know you could change the names. So Bubba just redeemed the Boys Chug a Beer for 15 grand, and Matty D just redeemed Everybody Does 5 push-ups for 40 grand. So
Chris, can you do 5 push-ups?
So what do we do first? I'll leave it to you guys. Dealer's choice.
Do them both. You got to do both in tandem. You got to chug the beer and then do 5 push-ups right afterwards.
Why don't we do the beer? I mean, or we could do it after. Like, yeah, whatever.
I gotta say 5 beers. Talk a little bit. Let me.
Here come the excuse trains pulling up. Choo choo.
Oh, guys! I think I tore something on my shoulder the other
ACL.
Day. No.
Oh my!
Oh shit!
My sternum.
I was tweeting something out first, and my thumb really just got cranked out of position. I don't know if I can do any push-ups right now.
I can't wait for you guys to see my push-up form. I don't get enough credit for how physically active I am, so this is my time, baby.
I don't even know. Do I have any like area in which my camera picks it up? I don't think so. Maybe. You're gonna see the back of my head. Back of my head looks ridiculous.
I'm back. I have a White Claw. That's all I got.
Imagine Chris not having beer in his fridge. No, he doesn't. There's nothing in his fridge. That's what you don't understand. It's fucking empty. Besides old mustard.
No, I have new mustard. I just bought a new bottle the other day.
Chris, do a push-up against the wall.
Yeah, right. I'll die.
Chris, you do push-ups on your knees.
I will not be doing that.
Oh shit. Well, whenever we're ready.
So what are we doing? Are we doing the push-ups first?
It doesn't matter to me.
I feel like I don't know. Chris, it's up to you. As the person who's least likely to enjoy this, what do you want to do? Push-ups or beer first?
I mean, I'd rather just get my push-ups out of the way.
All right.
Okay.
Can I take my headset off of this? Hold on. Wait. Let me just let me get this down here so you guys.
We can do one. We'll do one at a time, just so there's people. I'll be here commentating, and then I'll do mine at the end. Dom's 1, Bob's 2. All right. Wow, great form out of the boys right there. I'm so proud of them. I did mine too while you guys were. Whew. Whew. God, I'm out of breath.
How'd I look?
Every to mine out. I think I beat you guys.
Every joint in my fucking body cracked 20 times over.
It actually felt. Oh wait, did we want to do a countdown? Shit, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I just wanted to rip it. Did I?
Well, Chris already lost. He didn't do his.
Well, no, I wanted to be here and at least talk while like.
All right, so go ahead, go do.
That's true. Yeah, this is like bad
silence.
This is like bad audio. Podcast audio. Yeah,
we're gonna have to cut a little bit after this.
We'll do 10 push-ups for like 85,000 channel points or something like that. I ate that. Low key ate that. Damn, Chris, gray sweatpants challenge. Oh my god! Wait, the little on the knees. Oh wow, there you go. You kind of, dude. Look at his calves.
How do you have skinnier legs than I do?
I hope somebody I hope somebody.
What a fucking pump, boys! Come on now.
Oh, God.
First time I've done a push-up in literally years.
Hey, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you, JB. God damn.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's do this. I didn't get any feedback on how we looked doing the push-ups, so I'm just gonna assume that we looked perfect.
Yeah, I looked great, of course.
I felt pretty good though. I honestly haven't gotten the blood flowing like that in a little bit, so. All
I feel great.
Here we go. You tell me when.
First of all, Bubba, I do not weigh 120 pounds. I weigh 220 pounds.
3, 2, 1.
All right, now I need to get another beer.
Oh, cold. That was cold.
Yeah, freezing. I'm seeing stars right now between push-ups. Honestly, that's a nice buzz right there. You know, that's like going from a pool, a jacuzzi, into like a cold pool. I just did that. I got push-ups in. I was sweating after 5 push-ups.
I had a little Reese's peanut butter cup too that I just found. So
I got to look at my form now. How bad is it?
they're pretty good.
Oh no, the last one struggled.
Yeah, you did.
First one,
you just getting down
one
onto your knees was wicked fucking funny. All right, that was a new podcast segment that we call Bad Audio. Hope that everybody's enjoying that.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed staring at my fucking ass while I did push-ups.
I did.
Chris,
Now
you
it's-
want to talk about the Twitch creator camp that I thought was a giant fucking joke?
Yeah, so today, so first of all, starting tomorrow, January 22nd, a new policy goes into effect from Twitch. It's their new hateful conduct and harassment policy. That is the policy that prohibits the words simp, incel, and virgin.
Chris, stop.
No,
it's the S word that rhymes with limp.
No, it's all about how you say it. That's what they were saying today. It's all about how you...
The I word that rhymes with glincell, and the V word that rhymes with burgeon.
Well, you can say it. That's the thing. And that's what I'm going to get at, because as I talk about in that creator camp today, it's all about how you use the word. So during the creator camp today, not many things happened. A lot of people in the chat during it were just bitching that it was like a script and shit like that. Like, no shit. Like, obviously they're reading off of something. That's just kind of how it goes. But during it, they were talking about these rules going into place, and they also talked about a couple other things. One of them said that one of the things that they've been practicing pretty frequently since last quarter is when they suspend or ban an account, they give a detailed explanation as to why that person has gotten suspended or banned, which we all know one of the biggest stories that's come out in the past fucking decade is Dr. Disrespect getting banned for no reason. That's what we think. We don't know. So obviously everyone in the chat was just bombarding like justice for Doc. What about the 2-time liar? If you're transparent, like tell us what happened to Doc. And then the one that really got conversation started was they went on a little segment talking about how streamers are responsible for what happens on their stream. And like if someone says something in a stream, it falls on the streamer's fault. And obviously if it goes against TOS, they have to face those repercussions. And they went on to say that it applies to in-game lobbies as well. So I wanted to open up to you guys. First of all, the second one I said about like having to handle what your like happens on your stream, I get that. But in the time we're at, there's so many douchebags in this world, and we've seen it with like Forsen, with having the horse dick pop up on his stream. We saw it happen with Pokimane, where someone donated a Pornhub link masked as something else. She pulls it up, and there's people fucking on her stream. I get that. It's against TOS to show nudity, but they're getting sabotaged. And when they just, I forget what it was. It wasn't too long ago where they were talking about how they're not going to punish streamers for like being sabotaged into those things. And now they're going and saying this. I understand it because they went on to say, as long as you do something about it, you act in good faith, you're going to be okay. But I want to ask you guys kind of how you feel about being an adult streaming on a platform and having to worry about what other adults do that you don't even know, and that could potentially affect your career. Dom, what do you think, King?
I mean, I find it difficult to be comfortable with like being held responsible for what other people do. Especially like if you guys did it, then obviously like we're all held accountable for it because it's our channel. Like if Bob was showing B-hole on one of his streams, something like that, you know, I mean, we all got to kind of face the music there, you know, we're one entity. It's the name on the front of the jersey, not the name of the back. So, as far as like people in your community using these words or whatever, and you being held accountable for it, I mean, I definitely agree that I definitely agree. Bubba's killing me right now. That I definitely agree that you need to foster a community that is going to be respectful and you know be good to each other and whatnot. You can like only see my widow's peak right now, so I gotta put that up a little bit. You definitely
got that
need to, like,
Dom Merckx fucking camera view.
Dom Merckx.
The Dom Merckx camera view.
You definitely need to. I think all streamers should like work to foster a community that's respectful and you know free of you know like hateful language and things of that nature. And you know most people have some sort of disclaimer in their chat already to do you know just that. But at the same time, I think when like if there's any sort of like blurred lines with you know whether or not that person thinks that language is acceptable, it turns into I don't want you to say this because it's bad. To I don't want you to say this because I don't want to get banned, which I think is a very thick line. And this is like this kind of feels like forced, like it's like forced policing of somebody else's channel. And I think that like you should want to do it for the right reasons. You should want to say, hey, you know, don't use like don't even. I mean, JB is
Jay-Z Hove.
JB is saying forced censorship. I think censorship is an overused word, and I think it's usually blown out of proportion because half the things that people are saying are censored aren't. But I think that like this, like I said, this is going from not from like us not wanting people to say certain things because they are bad and they make other people feel bad to being like, oh fuck, like don't say that because we'll get banned. Like that. You want people to want to like foster these communities and not like force their hand because a very small amount of people might feel not comfortable with it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm making sense here, but that's what I'm thinking.
Well, no, but like I understand when people get on and they like the internet is a dark place, right? Like people still use lingo that like no one agrees with, right? But like there's also what's the fix for it? Like say you're going into a competitive lobby, right? And you're in a competitive Valorant match for the sake of the story. You don't know if you're playing with random people if someone's just going to pop the fuck off and say something stupid. So you have to go into the game and just mute everyone to take that precaution. Obviously, it affects your experience as the streamer and the player, but the overall picture is you don't give someone the ability to say something stupid. There are streamers who have made like their big break from doing Warzone videos with death comms, where you kill someone and you have like that split 2 seconds of them screaming at you, and a lot of funny shit comes out of that. I'm not gonna sit here and say that a lot of the words that come out of people's mouth are great. They're not. But there are certain circumstances where they say funny things that just fall into the category of just like stupid banter. They call you something or whatever. And I don't know, it makes sense to me, but on the other side of the coin, it's like it's tough to have to take precautions around other people when you want, like me personally, like I want to assume the best in other people. I want to get into a lobby and like, all right, we're gonna play, we're gonna have a good time, and then before you know it, this person's throwing out every word and slur in the book, and then I'm fucked for it just for like playing the game. I don't know, but I think the big changing point in the whole thing, and why hopefully Twitch stands by this, is if you in good honest faith try to do something about something that happens, say someone says a word that's against terms of service. If as soon as it comes out of that person's mouth, you mute them, that's considered good faith. I'm assuming. So you should be fine. I'm just curious to see how strict they are with that. You know what I mean? Depending on what happens and what gets said. Bob, what do you think?
I genuinely, so first and foremost, their whole quote unquote transparency thing, That's a load of horse shit. They're not transparent about the vast majority of things that they do. And I think their track record proves that. I can understand that every single time they meet and they try to put forth good faith to everybody, like, oh, yeah, we want to be more transparent with our content creators. We want to be more transparent with why people are receiving these bans. We want to be more transparent with everybody. That's bullshit. That's a load of fucking horse shit. You're not telling the full story. It's all subjective for the most part when it comes to these types of bans. Like the doc ban, who the fuck knows what happened?
I don't think we'll ever know.
We might not ever fucking know. But like also, like I touched upon this in the last night when I was doing Paging Dr. Bob episode 2. Code Miko got banned. Nobody knows why. Third ban, no one fucking knows why. How are you going to ban somebody? A virtual streamer.
Oh.
So somebody who uses an avatar to stream, but also does like interviews with other content creators. I watched the Slasher one, which was pretty interesting. Speaking of the doc ban, but like
she got banned right after the Slasher interview.
Like, how the fuck are you gonna come forward and say we want to be transparent with everybody, and then ban somebody who's like of that notable stature, and not tell them why they got banned, and then not tell everybody else why they got banned?
Yeah, but
it's a blatant farce. That's all it is. It's a lie to the content creators and the viewers. That's what it is.
I don't think we necessarily know that though. Just like obviously we can go off of what we see on the internet and like no news coming out because we're so used to news just being right there. Something happens, someone says why. But what they kept hopping on the whole time during the content camp, or whatever, creator camp, was that they tell these creators, and if the creators choose to share it with their community, they're more than okay to like let them do that. But once again, we don't know. We don't know.
That's fine. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I still think that there are plenty of scenarios in which people just get fucking banned and that's it. And then they sit there with their hands up in the air like, why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
But outside of that, the forced like lobby shit, I've always gone into like when I go and play a Counter-Strike game or I play a Valorant game, 9 times out of 10, I mute people anyway. Because 1, I don't want to fucking listen to them. That's first and foremost. 2, people are fucking morons on the internet. It's just that simple. Like, I genuinely think if you're going to tell your content creators that they need to be aware of these things and they need to be active about them, you can't expect them to go into a game and automatically mute everybody. You have to be able to like determine a gray zone where if you go into a Valorant lobby, some fucking moron starts saying shit that hurts people's feelings, starts saying shit that like offends others. And as the content creator, as the live streamer, if you mute that person right then after, it should not be your fault that somebody else came into your game and fucking ruined your experience and ruined the experience for others. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Here's another hypothetical, and I kind of know what I think of this. Obviously, I want to see what you guys think. Do you think that also plays into someone coming into a streamer's chat and writing something?
I mean, I think
I fucking hope not.
But if like you ban them immediately, that should be enough.
Like,
you know what I mean?
What the fuck? How could that possibly affect the streamer though? Like if some random person came into our chat right now and started spewing nonsense, why would that affect us? 2, if we ban them, then what? They make a new account.
Yeah.
That should be some responsibility on Twitch's end to stop them from fucking being on this platform. If you want to protect people from all of this hate speech, you need to do something too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just you can't limit the content creators in every way imaginable if you're not doing something to limit it as well. If you want people to stop being pieces of shit in chat, IP ban people off of your fucking platform, make them go watch content somewhere else.
Yeah. One thing they kept pushing during the thing as well was auto mod. And I think that could also play into like Twitch doing something about it where they add these certain terms into auto mod. There are some, and they either not get posted at all or they go into like a pool where moderators or the streamer could either approve it or deny it. I think when it comes to them having these words, I think they all have to go into auto mod then, and like there's like you have to pick every variation that you could possibly think of and throw them all into there. to me, that's them potentially doing something about it. When it comes to like how it affects the streamer, I think it's more of them protecting the community instead of just the streamer, which I know kind of sounds like it should go both ways. But like if you're there's 60,000 people in a chat watching fucking like XQC open Pokemon cards, and that's like a bad day for him. Like, and someone does something stupid, instead of just that one person, which is XQC, also known as the streamer, it's to 59,999 people. You know,
I'll never get over the fact that there's so many limitations put on content creators, but we don't see on the back end what Twitch is doing. Like, what the fuck are they doing to prevent this? If you don't want people on your platform spewing hate speech or spewing shit that could offend other people, what the fuck are you doing about it? Outside of auto mod, which, dude, there's so many ways around shit like that. But like, what the fuck are you doing about it? If you want them off your platform, IP ban. It's that simple. Get people off your fucking platform.
I mean, it might not be
otherwise they'll just make a new account.
The most serious offenders are going to make a new account, or I mean, not make a new account, but like they're going to end up going behind a VPN or something like that. If they really want to be that inflammatory and they want to be that like hateful, then you're not going to be able to catch.
What do you think? What do you think that percentage is, though?
I mean, regardless, I mean, it's a small percentage, but it's also probably an even smaller percentage of people who, you know, are going into different channels and spamming, you know, the 4 words that they're banning to the point where they felt the need to ban them.
Right. I mean, so what I'm saying is if there's a 10% of a viewer base that is that inflammatory, what do you that 10% that would go out of their way to pay for a VPN just so they can go be inflammatory again? I'd say under 1%.
I wouldn't say under 1. I mean, it's a small percentage. It's a small percentage, but you got to think about like, hey, who are the people who spend time arguing in YouTube comments all day that have nothing fucking better to do? They have nothing better to do. This is like, I think this is a symptom of a larger problem which can't be helped, which is that Twitch is one of the biggest outlets right now, period. You know what I mean? This is a level of interaction that you really can't get anywhere else live. And I mean, I think this is a new problem that's going to require like new solutions. And I feel like the only, and I've said this a million times, and this is not me defending Twitch, because I feel like transparency cuts both ways, and they haven't really given us a whole lot on their end on like what they're doing to try to fix this stuff. So far, transparency just means we are going to let you know how we're going to be policing your channel, but not like what we're doing to fix it. There's probably another word for that. I don't know how you would describe like a two-way mirror or like a one-way mirror or like two-way mirror or whatever.
One way, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
you can see in, but they can't see out.
They got streets named after fucking people like Twitch. One way. But you know, I think at the end of the day, like this is a symptom of a larger problem. Like I've said, this is a new, as not new as it is, it's still new in the grand scheme of things. You know, TV's been around for how many years? How many decades? You know, Twitch, like a live platform like this, and as big as it is right now, is still in its infancy compared to every other media format. And, you know, like getting things to where they want it to be, moderating things the way they want it to be. Twitch probably has more live viewers than most TV channels. And like, especially most TV channels that feature live programming, which are on a delay, which is what Chad is talking about right now. So I don't think this is going to be ever a perfect system, but they're kind of feeling around in the dark here and going, like, taking it as they go. So yes, there's always going to be an influx of opinion no matter which way they go with it. And no, I don't think that they're ever going to be able to please everybody. But I think that the over-course correction in some cases is better than no correction at all. And, I mean, do I think that we shouldn't be able to say... I mean, granted, we've never used the words simp, incel, virgin, or what's the other one?
Simp, Virgin.
No, simp, incel, virgin, and wasn't there a fourth one?
Those are the three. Those are the
okay,
three.
So there's three. We've never used those to attack anybody, and I mean, I'm sure that there's people that are, but and go ahead and don't use it. I've never actually. I don't like weave those into everyday conversation. But I feel like the overcorrection is the only way for them to cover their own asses now. And I don't think it should be a surprise. And I don't think everybody should be all up in arms for it, because this is, at the end of the day, a major media platform owned by one of the biggest companies on earth, which has some of the most foremost companies sponsoring and itching and scratching to get their shit out there. This is what's going to happen. This is part of the game. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get tighter. It's only going to get more censored. It's only going to get more policed, because this isn't like some free-for-all platform. You could probably go on D Live and say simp 450,000.
Oh, they don't care. As long as you're mining their fucking cryptocurrency for them,
they don't
they're
give
fine.
a rat's ass, because nobody's fucking on there. But Twitch is basically
Hey, don't say that too soon. We might have to switch over at some point.
Yo, D Live was popping low key when it first started. I had like 700 viewers when I was streaming on it. It was fucking lit. It was great. What's his name? Sam Peppers. He was donating money and shit.
Shout out to Vinegar Peppers that Bob's dad made for me one time. True. Damn, let me get another batch of those.
Well,
but yeah,
what else were you gonna say?
No,
I was gonna say. Since we're on the topic of pieces of shit on the internet, might as well talk about the continuous fucking nature of random fucking creepy dudes on social media platforms.
Oh baby, let's talk about it.
Try to leverage a fucking follower base to see women naked. One, I'm gonna fucking say this. 7,000 followers on an Instagram channel that's not enough. Okay, to be fair, 700,000. Okay, maybe you develop a complex off of that and you become a fucking creep, and people still shouldn't fucking send you their nudes, and you still shouldn't be asking for it. But 7,000 people, how do you develop a complex after 7,000 fucking people?
People are all right. So this is obviously, it's infuriating. We've been in this industry for 4+ years now.
Almost 5. Almost 5. Coming up on 5.
Yep. And we've come across our fair share of these creepy motherfuckers that for some reason they have this title or this following and they think their shit doesn't stink and they can get away with everything. First of all, the streaming world as a whole, when you're first starting, it's very difficult to get your name out there, right? So when you are offering what you do as a way to leverage these smaller streamers and get eyes on them, it just seems all gravy. Like, wow, thank you so much. You built up this following to help smaller streamers grow. Great. But when you're going to be a creepy motherfucker and you expect something out of it, in the form, it's been brought to our attention. There are pages that do this, that ask for favors in the form of nudes or all this shit. That's not fucking cool. And it puts such a bad taste in everyone's fucking mouth about an industry that already has a bad rap. And there's these little douchebags behind a keyboard, and it infuriates me.
Hey, let me tell you something. So as somebody that's been on the internet and has been online for a very long time, I have seen my share of audacity out there, right? And this was brought to our attention by a very loved and valued member of our community, a member of our team. And, I personally, it's one of those things, right? You might see somebody arguing out in public and you might be like, damn, that's fucking crazy. I hope they hash that out. And then one of the people, they things maybe get a little physical, and one of them kind of bumps into you, knocks over your drink. You're like, all right, now I gotta fucking say something.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta ask Rob to fight him for me.
Now I'm calling my mom. So
exactly.
Here's the deal. there are lots of accounts out there, and I've actually seen this. Like I've seen these accounts a lot. Like on my like Instagram discover page, it'll be like shout out accounts for people online. For people online. And again, like I mean it's hard enough to get a following as a streamer, so as somebody who might have a smaller following or might not have any following at all, you might say, okay, you know, if this person wants to post me on their Instagram page, that's cool. They have 7,000 followers. Like fucking, you know, that's not bad. You know, whatever. Fucking, you know, fucking do it. And then they hit you with a DM and they're like, hey, we'll shout you out, but you have to send us nudes. Obviously, it's a red flag, and obviously, the folks that have brought this to our attention turned them down because why the fuck would you do that? And then they were proceeded to be harassed in their DMs by these fucking not even just like creeps, but they're straight up fucking predators who are trying
sociopaths.
to use
legitimate sociopaths.
This like predatory behavior where they're trying to use a quote unquote platform. And by the way, 7,000 followers on Instagram is not that much in the grand scheme of things. That's not that crazy. That's really not that crazy. We have like 2,000, I think, and that's like 2,000. Like any sort of like 4 figures on Instagram is fucking small potatoes. And the fact that you're trying to solicit nudes from women who are who you know. And not for nothing, I feel like the past couple of years have been absolutely fucking huge for women in gaming. And I think that, you know, especially for Twitch as a platform, you know, there's been no shortage of, you know, incredible influencers, you know, from every stripe. But like to have like this and to have like these accounts reduce or try to reduce, you know, a female content creator to hey, you, yes, we will shout you out, but only if you exchange nudes for us. That's fucking disgusting, and it's predatory, and it needs to stop. And if you're one of these people that runs one of these accounts, we don't want you in our community. You are not welcome here. You should probably seek some help. You probably have a couple of apologies to issue, and you should probably shut down whatever accounts that you have. You know that are practicing things like this. I have seen these shout out accounts before. I have seen these things happen. Thank God we don't know anybody who, you know, engages in this type of fucking bullshit. And you know, I have absolutely no problem calling these people out if I didn't think that they would get if I didn't think that these accounts would get clicks and follows from us mentioning it just so people could see what was going on. If I didn't think that was going to happen, I would absolutely name them. But in the meantime, what I'm going to say is if you see these accounts, I would just report them. It doesn't help anybody. It's not helping them. You're not following them for gaming content. You're following them to look at girls or look at, you know, pictures of other people. Just do something else. I promise you that there are more productive ways to spend your time on the internet than to fucking beg for nudes in exchange for a shout out on an Instagram page that has 7,000 followers. That is, again, small potatoes in the grand scheme of things. So get some fucking help. Shut these accounts down. Shut the whole shit down. And if you see it, just report it. I don't know what else.
What I see from all of this is this has to cut. Like, what fucking dude that has ever seen a woman naked in front of them physically before would do something like this? I'm just going to go ahead and assume that this person has never seen a woman naked in front of them before. And that's where my mind fucking goes.
I mean, whatever happened to asking for money in exchange for a shout out? Why are you going to make it weird?
Dude, right?
Listen, we were in MySpace and we just comment for comment or like for like or something like that. Or that was Facebook.
How about this?
Or Instagram. I don't know.
We have been approached by several people in the past for TikTok shout outs. You know what they ask for? And you know what they don't ask for? A picture of my asshole. Okay? They ask, how much would you like us to pay you? Or would you like to see or we won't show you our assholes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't,
this
dude,
is the thing.
Fucking relax. It's so infuriating to see this shit happen all the time. And especially when it comes to like the female content creators that we've grown with. Like when we were at fucking PAX, we watched this shit happen not in front of us, but we found out about it afterwards. And our friend, whom it happened to, hit us up afterwards and told us the whole fucking thing. And we were like, dude, if you're ever in that fucking situation, we've said this 100 fucking times. If you're ever in that situation where there's just a fucking creepy dude lurking on you, especially when we're fucking nearby, tell us. Just tell us. Because what the fuck is what's the guy gonna do? It was some fucking creep.
Times.
It was, dude, it was some fucking creep vendor at PAX being a piece of shit to two of the women who volunteered to help so they could go cosplay on the show floor. Yeah. And he was being a fucking piece of shit.
I would, honestly, if I even remembered what the name of the vendor was, I would probably just say it. But it was one of those things that, like, we've said this a million times, and this goes for anybody, right? Like, whoever you are, like, if you see us at a show or, like, an after party or whatever, and you feel like you're not safe there, or you feel like you need backup, or you feel like you need somebody to just put a buffer between you and somebody else, tell us. And I fucking promise you, we have absolutely no problem at all intervening. We have literally no fucking problem. We got nothing better to do. I mean, we've got stuff to do. We got nothing better to do than that, because that's the most important.
That is
the most important thing.
You think
drop everything for that?
You think I'm not going to call out some fucking some 4'8" vendor that's shitting on two of our friends in the industry? What the fuck? I could get down on both of my knees. I get down on my one good knee, and I'd still be taller than the guy. Like, what fucking gives you that mindset that you're just now going to be a piece of shit to women in front of a fucking entire show floor? Yeah. And maybe not even in front of the entire show floor, in their fucking DMs when they're at lunch. Like, first of all, you're a piece of shit. Second of all, you were all smiles and fucking handshakes when they introduced us to you after you're handing out fucking business cards. Fuck you, you scumbag, okay? Don't put on that fucking weird mask in front of people in public. Be that, if you're going to be unabashedly a piece of shit, be unabashedly a piece of shit in front of everybody. Not through fucking internet anonymity, you scumbag.
Yeah. Not to like make fun of it. Obviously, it's like, it's a very, very shitty situation. Obviously, like, we fuck around. That's who we are. We're going to swear and we're going to chuckle about like fucking past things, but it's a serious thing. And like Dom said, if there was no recognition that came out of us airing it out, we'd be happy to do so. But on the same front, if it continues to happen, we would be more than happy to air it out. And if our platform isn't big enough, we know a lot of people that will platform our platform and get the fucking word out there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Also, just one more thing, kind of like while we're on this, is like, in the last couple of years, a lot of women have come forward and have like called out their abusers and called out people who have harassed them or stalked them or whatever, and like, this shit isn't like a fad. This isn't just like a trend. This isn't just because, like, because other people are doing it. It's not like, just because something isn't trending all the time on Twitter or Instagram or whatever doesn't mean it's not important. And it doesn't mean it's just like a flash in a pan. So this type of stuff needs to continue getting exposed. This type of shit needs to continue getting called out, because it's still fucking disgusting. It's still reprehensible. It's still predatory. It's still disgusting. So let me just like make this as clear as possible, that if this is type of behavior that you engage in, you're no friend of mine, you're no friend of ours, and to be honest, I would actually love to be at the same trade show. I would love to be at the same after party.
As three people who grew up with sisters, if someone fucking did this to my sister, I would literally put them through a wall. Like, that's not an exaggeration. I would put them through a wall.
We all have
plaster, whatever type of fucking wall. It's disgusting. Doesn't matter. Brick. I don't fucking care. Doesn't matter.
And listen, there's no like. This is and again, and this was just said in the chat as well. It's important for men to call out this stuff too, and it's not just because I feel like I've seen a lot of like disingenuous stuff where men are will call these things out and be like, hey, I'm calling out men being toxic. Do you want to be my girlfriend now? And like
Dude.
that type of stuff drives me up a fucking wall. Do it because you mean it. Say it with your chest and say, you know, like that you're, and stand up for people, not just because you want attention or just not just because you want them to be fucking, you know, none of this like fake exactly. None of this like fake shit. Do it because it means something to you. And you know, you can say, listen, you know, I have do it because you want to make a change. Do it because this is something that's important, because no person, regardless of what they look like or who they are or whatever, deserves to be treated this way. I mean, I feel like it's one of the first fucking lessons you learn as a kid. Like, treat people the way you want to be treated, right? Nobody should have to put up with this. It doesn't make a difference who they are. It doesn't matter where they come from. It doesn't matter, you know, what they look like, you know, what their gender identity is, fucking regardless of anything. They shouldn't have to put up with this stuff. Not in gaming and not anywhere. Gaming is one of my favorite things because it appeals to such a broad spectrum of people. And there's something for everybody, and it should be one of the most inclusive communities on Earth. And the fact that people are trying to leverage a position of power because they have more followers and they're trying to use that as a platform to step on other people is fucking gross. And again, it's predatory and it's unacceptable, and you're no friend of ours if that's something that you engage in. And I would love to be at the same after party as you one day. I'll just tell you that. But
true.
So that's all I've got to say about that. But yeah, to everybody that's fucking dealing with that shit, just try to keep your head up, and by all means, call it out when you see it, and let us know if we can do anything to help you. And we love you, and we're here with you, and we appreciate you. That's all I got. That's all I got on that.
And if at any point in a public place that we are nearby, we gotta get like a bat symbol or something, a calling. There needs to be like a calling.
We'll get a just do like download like the an app on your phone that does like the reggaeton air horn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in that.
Or like the Taco Bell dog. Get like that just screeches. It's unique enough that we would know. Remember the old Taco Bell dog that like screeches? Fucking.
Did he just scream Taquero Taco Bell? I didn't know he screeched.
I don't think it's Taquero.
You ever see Evolution
Taquero.
with Sean William Scott when he does like they're in the department store and he's like caca tookie just do that. Just do that. I think we've established that caca and tookie it don't work. Fucking classic film.
Look, if you or if you yourself or you know people who get put in that fucking situation, call them out immediately. Don't fucking, like Dom was saying, don't put up with it. Don't ignore it either. Like that's don't wait. Don't ignore it.
Don't wait until the second or third time it happens. Just be like, this dude's creeping me out. And also
fucking creep.
I think it's important to like, and again, this is important anywhere. I feel like this is just like a part of life. Like you should always have somebody there with you. And if not, like tell a bartender or tell like somebody at the, like, it's one of those, just like establish and I hate that we even have to like do this and say, hey, but this is the world that we fucking live in. If you don't have a buddy there with you, like tell a bartender or like, or like somebody nearby, you know, if you're at like let's use the Westin hotel lobby at PAX East, for example, there's plenty of people there. There's plenty of people nearby. And I think that the you know, at the end of the day, like this community is by and large mostly supportive and mostly comprised of great people. And I'm sure that any random person would help you out if you were getting creeped on. Damn, I miss the Westin lobby so much.
Yeah, me too. Bring me back.
Take me back.
Supposedly, potentially July. You know, that there's still question marks around that to possibly be coming. But you know what else there's question marks around? Valve games.
Take me there. Ooh, he hit me with the segue.
Valve games. You know, when's the last time we seen a Valve game? Half-Life Alyx. Great VR experience, I guess, for people who own $1,000 VR headsets. Not the Half-Life everybody was expecting. So apparently Valve, Gabe Newell, the founder, Gaben, he stated in an interview with IGN, I believe, that there are more Valve games in the works. I don't believe him. I'm going to say it. I just don't believe him. We found out that like Left 4 Dead 3 is not coming, and the team that made Left 4 Dead 2 is making Back 4 Blood, which is the successor to it. I don't know. If you're releasing Half-Life, maybe it's just going to be like VR experiences and shit like that, and like takes on their franchises with just VR. But I don't believe them.
You know what it's gonna be?
I don't believe them. What?
You know what it's gonna be, bud? You know what it's gonna be.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive 2.
Yep. CSGO 2 is gonna come back. Which, granted, you don't have to do anything with CSGO, but you know, make it a little spicy. Throw CSGO in there. I wish it was gonna be Left 4 Dead, but unfortunately, it is not. I can't see a game that it could potentially be. I feel like there's been talks of like a new Counter-Strike game coming out for a long time now. I don't know if that's ever going to be the case, but I know it's definitely been being speculated about a good amount. But I literally have no idea. As of now, I'm going to side with you on that one. I think it is potentially a lie until I see something.
They were talking about releasing an update for Counter-Strike on the Source 2.0 engine, which there's been so many rumors about that for the past 2 years. I don't believe you. So I don't fucking know. If it's not Half-Life 3, if it's not Left 4 Dead 3, if it's not another Counter-Strike, what the fuck is it's not what was that card game? Artifact? It's not Artifact 2.
Artifact.
Ooh,
what the
Artifact
fuck what is this going to be?
Control.
Well, I don't believe him. I just don't believe. Sorry, Gabe. Love you. Don't believe you.
It's going to be Half-Life 1.5. Like the Lion King 1.5. It's going to be straight to VHS.
I don't want it. Just give us Half-Life 3.
And they
It's
can't
that
even
simple.
make Left 4 Dead 3 because somebody already did that. Is doing that.
Well, no, now it's Back 4 Blood. So there's still space. There's still 3. There's still space for the 3.
Left 3 Dead.
Maybe that's why it's Back 4 Blood, because they know that Left 3 Dead is coming.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh,
They
Left
needed to
3
leave
Dead.
it open. That
They did leave it open.
That was like a contract term for them to split from Valve. You can't make it Back 3 Blood. It's going to be Back 4 Blood, because we need that number 3.
So what they're not going to put the number 3 in there. So they're going to name it Half-Life 6 because half of 6 is 3, and then that'll actually be the third installment.
You guys are onto something here. Honestly, my mind is in a pretzel right now. Like what Bob just said, combined with what you
Quick
just
maths.
said, it makes perfect sense. Because think about Left 4 Dead 2, Back 4 Blood. The fuck happened to the 3? What happened to the 3?
It doesn't exist. It's still up. It's still out
Who's
there in
doing the
limbo.
lying?
Who knows?
Who's doing the lying? Who's doing
All
the
of
lying?
them, I think. I think every single one of them is lying to us at this point, honestly. I think there's no fucking truthful information being relayed to us. I don't believe... Gabe, I don't believe you. Put the fucking proof in that pudding and let me eat that fucking pudding, okay? I don't believe you until otherwise.
The pudding. Pudding sounds fire, and I haven't had pudding in a minute.
Ooh. You know what? You know what? I actually didn't get a chance to have any of this year, or not this year. Last year is like pumpkin pie. I didn't get to have any pumpkin pie, and I really would enjoy that. It's kind of a pudding-like texture, so.
No, it's a dessert. Yeah, for
okay,
sure.
so somebody told me that Rust is Animal Crossing with guns. Is that true?
No, kinda.
Okay,
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
don't
is it
think that's
no
true.
or kinda? Because that's different.
I mean, I can see the argument.
All right,
I
so
don't think
Wolf
so.
says no. What the fuck? So it clearly is not.
Speaking of pieces of shit on the
Right,
internet, the Rust fans. Ugh.
Get his
Ugh.
ass. Oh, wait a minute.
Ugh.
Whoa. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. In the chat, I recently made sweet potato casserole because I missed it on Thanksgiving.
Oh my god. We're not
Give her
doing
a tier
this.
1 sub right now. Whoever that is.
Who said
We're not
that?
doing this.
ZellaBell63 said that. I think that's Courtney. I think that's her name. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I think that's what I saw people calling you. Yes.
We're not-
Sweet potato
Is it-
casserole,
okay.
gang.
Yeah, but is it a dessert or a side?
Okay, here we go. There's your test. Is
We
it a
need to know.
dessert or a side? There's only one right answer. It's a side.
Shut up, Dom. You can't influence this.
Let's go. Don't let me
We're
down.
waiting.
I'm sweating bullets
We're
right
waiting.
now. There's one little
Also-
bead of sweat right here, just going.
Also, do you put marshmallows on it?
That's the big.
Come on. Don't do this. Just tell us.
I'm hanging on by a thread right now. Come
All
on
right.
now.
I fuck ton of pecan.
That's not the question.
No
This is the-
marshmallows. No, we need to know. Is it a side or a dessert? I'm gonna pass out from this stress.
It's a dessert, I think.
It's a dessert.
Yeah!
It's a dessert.
Fuck
Okay,
them,
perfect
fuck
band.
them.
And
Band.
she doesn't even put marshmallows
Mods.
on it. That's
Mods.
how you know.
Mods.
That's how you know it's a
Mods.
fucking dessert.
What
Mods.
a
Zero.
day, man. Big
Zero.
W.
Not a single fucking marshmallow on top of it, and it's still a dessert.
Give me
Band.
5, Bob.
You throw so 1, 2, 3. You were
Yeah.
real delayed
Mods.
there. But
It's not me, that's my brain.
Okay,
give her
timeout.
VIP.
Timeout court.
Give her VIP.
Timeout court for 6 years.
VIP.
Unreal.
JP goes, I can't tell if the mods ban command is serious half the time now.
Ban
Yep.
Kenny. Is he in here? Doesn't matter. Ban him anyway.
Let's ban court. Let's just time her out for 3 years.
No.
And
No, I'm gonna mod her right now.
Ban WGG Papa Dom while we're at it. That whoever that is.
I am the Senate. Wow. All right. Well, ending this episode on a low note, I see. Let's see if we have any voicemails.
No. The high note, the low note is the fact that nobody believes Gabe. That's the low note. The high note is it's a fucking dessert. Let's get to voicemails.
Fine.
It's okay, though. You win some, you lose some, bro.
Pick up that phone and talk to a dad.
We got one voicemail. From my fellow sweet potato casserole truther, JB Genesis.
What is up, WGG fam and founding fathers? I hope everyone is having a wonderful week so far. It's your boy JB Genesis calling in for yet another weekly voicemail. My question for you three internet dads is, what's your driving thought that you wake up to in the morning? You know, like, what's your motivation to get out of bed? You know, what's your Kickstarter? Much love as always, guys. Love the podcast. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week, a wonderful day, a wonderful evening. Peace.
What is your driving thought in the morning? What gets you out of bed?
Besides, like, let's get this bread. I mean,
Usually it's I need coffee within the next 35 seconds or my body is going to shut down.
True.
Otherwise, I think for me, like, I'm a big, and this is going to sound like corny as fuck, but like, go to sleep with a goal on your mind, wake up ready to achieve it. You know, I think that that's really important. I think that you should think about your goals in advance. And I think you should always have an idea of what you want to accomplish ahead of time. I mean, granted, ideas in the moment are great. That's some of the best ideas in the world probably given that way. But I'm a very planful person, and I feel like I'm a very type A person in a lot of ways. And I think that having that stuff planned out and being like, damn, this is exactly what I want to get done today, that's what you got to do. So I would say every day is a new chance to get it right. You know, every day is a new chance to work hard. That was just kind of always something that I grew up being taught. And so for me, it's like, hey, if the day prior was pretty shitty, or if it just wasn't what you wanted it to be, like, you start every day with a clean slate. Every day is a new chance to get it right and a new chance to get it done. So that's where I'm at.
yeah, I agree with Dom. I mean, I get my rocks off on the whole 1% better than yesterday type shit, where like, granted, I work my normal job and whatever, it pays the bills. But when I have days where I can like strictly focus on WGG and like getting news out and shit like that, I'm so fired the fuck up in the morning. I get off on like being quicker than other people or outworking other people. So the longer I lay in bed, those people are already blowing by me. So I get the fuck up and get after it. 1% better than the day before. That's all it takes every day. Bertolo?
There's nothing that drives me in the morning outside of me being. I don't drive out of bed. I get dragged out of bed by work, and that's it. So that's all it is.
It's not my choice.
It's not my. I would rather sleep until 11, wake up, go to the gym, and then work on video game stuff. But I don't have that luxury because we don't get paid yet. So I wake up, I check my emails for work. If I have emails for work and I have a patient starting this week, I am being dragged out of bed to make sure that patient starts. That's kind of it. Outside of that, like if I have slow days at work, I usually have anywhere from 1 to 4 videos I have to edit. And that's basically what I do in the background. Like slow work days, I edit in the background. That's about it. But yeah, mostly being dragged out of bed.
I could have seen that answer coming. I probably could have answered that for Bob.
Dude, I like to sleep, okay? I enjoy my rest. It's that simple. And if I had less I had to do for work and I could focus more on going to the gym and doing video game stuff, I would much rather do that. But I get dragged out of bed for work.
Hey, who said growing up was fun?
It fucking blows.
I mean, I've been going to bed at like 9 p.m. for the last like 5 years, and it's been beautiful. Wake up at like 7, feel like fresh daisies.
I fixed my schedule for the most part. I wasn't going to bed until 4 o'clock in the morning for like 2 months. And I got back to like a good clean 12 to 1 a.m. pass out by that point.
God bless you. I can't even if I'm up at 1 a.m., I'm like scratching my eyeballs. I'm miserable. I'm lucky.
I don't know, dude. My body is so regulated to be awake until like 4 or 5 a.m.
Oh, I would never.
No way.
I don't know why. It just
if I'm out, I will happily stay up until 1 or 2 or whatever. Like whenever like I get home. But when I get home, it's just unconsciousness.
I'm just glued to the phone. So, like if 1 o'clock rolls around and like I'm still just laying in bed when I've been in bed for 3 hours trying to fall asleep, I have to put the phone down and force myself to go to sleep. But as I'm pushing like 2 o'clock, I get nervous. No, my eyes are fine. Well, I have to wear glasses and shit, but.
Yeah, I'm going to the optometrist tomorrow.
Nice.
I feel like my eyes are just bags of sand,
I feel like bags of sand.
You ever just feel them and they're just like bags of sand.
You know who else would describe feeling a boob as a bag of sand?
A guy who
creepy
runs an
people
Instagram
on the
account that.
Yeah, creepy people on fucking social media who are trying to get nudes from women.
Full circle, baby.
Yeah,
full
dude,
circle.
boobs. They feel like bags of sand,
They're like, yeah, could you please DM me your bags of sand?
I'm sorry, what was that? I'm sorry, what?
All,
what did you just call my tits? Bags of sand?
You've talking about 40-year-old virgin, yeah.
You've never felt a breast before, clearly, sir.
Yeah. That's it.
They low-key do feel like bags of sand.
And that's why we're the best podcast
Chris,
on the fucking
shut
internet.
up. Shut the fuck up.
Like low-key? Kinda.
Damn, y'all got some bags of sand on your phone?
Put your bags of sand on the phone.
Hey, Ma, put your bags of sand on the phone.
Do we have any more voicemails?
No.
Okay. Let us land the train, huh?
Put your bags of sand on the phone, girl.
Just leave the bags of sand where they are, okay? How about that? Let's just leave the bags of sand in their shirts where they belong. Chris, you got anything?
Shit. I don't believe so, but I'm going to look just to make 100% sure because I love all the 5-star reviews that we get, and I just want to make sure everyone gets their airtime. So we've got a couple, but there has been no comment, which is totally fine. Totally fine. We'll take it. It's happened to 5 stars. I'm totally cool with that. If you do want to shout out on the podcast from yours truly, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Really, really helps us within the rankings. But that's all I got.
Dominic?
Hey.
Okay.
So I would like to give a big shout out to my dog Milla. I love you, and I'm going to be audio testing this in the car, and I'm sure he'll be in there because we're gonna take a little ride this weekend. So if you hear your name, I hope you pay attention to the radio, and if not, that's fine. I'm going to give you a treat anyway because you're a good boy. Also, big shout out to our World of Warcraft guild, Knights of Rangoon. Make sure that you subscribe to our podcast on all major podcast platforms. And Jess had put the dog on the phone. If he wasn't sleeping upstairs and I didn't want to disturb his peace, I would absolutely. If we did this podcast at like noon, I would absolutely put him on the phone. But I'll post some pictures in the Discord later.
The picture of him like looking up was the cutest picture of all time.
Oh,
by the way, he's like looking up.
He's always looking at me like that. He's just like, yo, what you got?
There's like lower lips like tucked in too.
Yeah. Hey,
that cute.
So he's gonna have a little play date this weekend. So, also, big shout out to just everybody that's like active in the Discord and just keep the conversation going. I very clearly remember a time where like we had to like start every conversation in the Discord and try to like get people going, but now it's kind of taken on a life of its own. Also, big shout out to Vambi who just donated $10 and said Jess made me feel like a bad friend. So shout out to you.
Thanks, John.
Thanks for the beer money. I'm gonna go buy a 12-pack of Miller Lite with that. But yeah, love you all. And again, if you're one of those pieces of garbage that we talked about earlier, go fuck your fist. And that's all I got.
And keep telling women that their boobs feel like bags of sand because they'll totally believe you and totally think that you've had sex before. We have a lot of stuff on YouTube. Let's see. JB commented on Paging Dr. Bob, I don't get the hype around fancy new controller features. I always turned off the vibration anyway. I don't even remember what that's in regard to. Sorry, JB. Still, a ton of fucking people talking about the aim assist on Chris's short with Symphony. Or is that Nate Shot? A fucking billion people commenting about aim assist. Who the whatever. Who fucking cares? Dom short. We got Malachi Alberto 1343. I love that. Do you love me? Smoochy kissy faces, eye faces emojis.
It's 60 seconds long. What do you mean 1343?
1343. Okay, Malachi Alberto 1343. Do you love? They love you. Do you love them?
Yes.
Kind of wild that she said that. Nice try though.
JB commented on it. Papa Dom out here doing the work of a king. New sub Haley. Sea Dog commenting. Chat blew up when he said you're not my father. Oh man. So I gotta go ahead and say I get a nice big Wicked Good Gaming suck it to all the Rust fanboys that are just so mad, so fucking mad that I made a YouTube short about some of their lords and saviors of the Rust community. I don't care what you think when it comes to your quote unquote, you're possessive because it's possessed because these are your streamers apparently, your Rust streamers. I don't fucking care. I put out a video talking about some Rust drama. Oh boy, no, we're not doing that. Fuck. Never mind. Fuck Rust fanboys. That's all I gotta say. I don't care about your comments on the videos. Thank you for clicking through it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for engaging on it. I plan on making more fucking Rust videos just because I know you're gonna watch them.
Why are you bursting laughing?
I don't know, dude.
What is going on?
Nora's fucking comment in the chat.
Wicked Good Gaming Suck It sounds like Wicked Good Gaming Pocket Pussy. That one?
Oh.
I don't know why it just fucking killed me so bad.
Maybe we could get WGG branded pocket pussies.
I'd be down.
Code WGG for 50% off of Wicked Good Gaming Suck It. Maddie D said I'm passing out WGG Suck It's at PAX East next year.
Go on Twitter right now. Tweet at Adam and Eve. Tell them that you need them to sponsor us. And we're going to be sponsored by Adam and Eve. Get 15% off checkout using promo code WGG. Get your very own WGG branded pocket pussy and dildos.
Please don't do that.
Do it. Adam and Eve, sponsor us.
This is where we're at. We've only just begun.
All right, do we have anything else?
No.
All right, let's
10% off at checkout.
10% off a checkout.
Nora has to get like 2% royalties or something like that because
fine.
Nobody buys the shit that we sponsor anyway.
But you should.
Except for Lorenzo, who bought like 90 modded amounts. Shout out to Lorenzo. We didn't get paid for those.
I don't want to fucking dude. I don't want to fucking talk about that. It still upsets me to this day. We didn't get fucking jack shit for that. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 216 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We're your favorite internet dads. We're here to what was that what was that meme from like last fucking year? We protect, we attack, but mostly we like snack or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he protect, he attack, but mostly he has his fans' backs.
There you go. That's us. Okay. That's us. So thank you guys for tuning in for
podcast. Pocket pussy. The amount of times pocket pussy has been mentioned in this chat. Leave a voicemail for next week. 617-701-7678. WGG Bags of Sand. That's us.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in for episode 216. You can find us on all social media platforms at Wicked Good Gaming, except for Twitter. It's at Wicked Good Games. You can check out the written content at wickedgoodgaming.com. You can check out the YouTube comment. Please do me a favor. Go watch the Rust shorts. Comment on them at the Rust fanboys. Let's fucking, I'm ready to wage war on the Rust fanboys. I'm for it. Okay, get the banners. I'm here. I want to start this. It's exhausting.
I'm with it.
YouTube.com/Wicked Gaming, and you could check out Not Another Gaming Podcast on all podcast platforms. So if we are on a podcast platform that you prefer, let us know. We'll get on it. And we will see you next week for episode 217. We love you. We'll see you then.